YouTube, what it do? It's your boy TWV coming back for episode 26 of 40 Years of WrestleMania with TWV, which takes us to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. WrestleMania 24 was a very lackluster show outside of like the three big matches on the show, which will be the World Heavyweight Championship of Edge versus Chris Jericho, the WWE Championship match of John Cena versus Batista, and the Streak versus Career match of Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. So, with that being said, let's get into the review. So, the first and only honorable mention of the night is the World Heavyweight Championship match of Edge versus Chris Jericho. Edge had won the 2010 Royal Rumble and challenged Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this match was really, really great. Like, it is a 4-star match. It doesn't get a 4.5 or 5-star because of the ending. The ending was very lackluster. The post-match thing kind of gave it a bump as well. Without the post-match thing from Edge, it's really like a 3.5. That post-match gives it an extra bump because I liked how it truly ended, even though Jericho did retain the title. The match was some great grabs, very underrated grabs between Jericho and Edge. Um, this was my first time watching it back since a kid. So like trying to remember like me watching it for the first time as a kid, I didn't remember like how good the match was, but the ending was pretty flat. Jericho won by pinfall, like I said. The post match thing was Edge lashing out, stripping both of the announce tables, and basically spearing Chris Jericho through the ringside barricade over into the announcers section. And that's why I kind of like the ending of the match that way. I don't like the actual result of the actual in-ring action. So honorable mention number one, definitely worth watching for the in-ring grabs part. Like I said, the end was kind of lackluster. If you do watch the match, you'll get what I'm saying. That because of the ending, it's just like, damn. After this great match, the ending was like, womp. But with that being said, let's get to the next one. The next match that I thoroughly enjoyed was the WWE Championship match with John Cena versus Batista. And man, this was some great grabs as well. Like Batista went out there and did his thing. John Cena went out there and did that thing. They clocked in at like 14 minutes, but man, it was action packed from start to finish. The ending was so amazing. It's not a 5-star. It is a 4.5 star though. It was really great. Like I said, I'm a stickler for longer matches. The match did leave me wanting more, but it also did give me everything I wanted at the same time. I just wanted them to cook a little bit more when I got into when the match started picking up and they were exchanging back and forth and really getting to the nitty gritty. Like it was a superb match. I want to say this is probably Batista's best match at WrestleMania. Um, Looking back, the match with Umaga was cool. Actually, no, the match with him and Undertaker at WrestleMania 23 is his best match. This will be his second best match, but John Cena did had to beat him in an unconventional way. He beat him by submission just like he had beat Shawn Michaels a couple years before at WrestleMania 23. So I did like that he couldn't beat Batista with his finisher. He had to get Batista a different way, and making Batista tap out is a feat in itself. So I loved everything about it. This is definitely a recommended watch. It will make the list of my favorite 40 matches of the WrestleMania series. So with that being said, let's get to the next one. And the final match on here from WrestleMania 26 that I did enjoy was the Streak versus Career match. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. If Shawn Michaels lost, his career was over. And man, they recaptured Magic 2 years in a row. And this is a TWV 5-star match. Like, I don't know how they captured Lightning in a Bottle 2 years in a row. Right now, I don't know which one is the better match. I do like this ending a little bit better though, just because like Shawn Michaels went out there and pulled out all the stops, and the Undertaker was like nursing a knee injury from this kind of the start of the match, and Shawn Michaels wasn't staying down, and his never say quit attitude. Shawn Michaels did a backwards moonsault off the top rope on the Undertaker through an announce table. Like they were getting crazy, man. Undertaker tombstone, Shawn Michaels outside of the ring on the side, like they were getting crazy. And man, to get to the climax, Shawn Michaels hit a couple sweet chin music. Undertaker hit a tombstone pile driver. Shawn Michaels kicked out of it, and Taker pulled down the straps, and was yelling at Shawn, stay down, stay down. You know, shades of Michaels telling Ric Flair to give up a couple years ago when he retired Ric Flair. And man, Michaels was crawling up Undertaker. He slit the throat and slapped Undertaker, and Undertaker did a jumping spike tombstone pile driver, tongue out like Jordan. 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels, your career is over. And man, this is Shawn Michaels' final match, just like how Ric Flair's match with Shawn Michaels was the final match. We do not call Shawn Michaels' last match that shit show in Saudi Arabia a couple years later. That was a money grab, unfortunately. So we don't. This is Michaels' last match, and this was an amazing way to go out. Loved everything about it. If you got 25 minutes, go watch this. Go watch the one previously. Let's jump in the comments. Let's have a debate on which one is the better one. Right now, I have this one just slightly edged out. It is a toss up, but they captured lightning in a bottle 2 years in a row, and it was amazing. So with that being said, it's your boy TWV checking in and checking out. I'll catch you tomorrow for the next one. Peace.